Hello from ColDesi, and we are going to look at a setup where you can produce thousands of shirts a day with just a couple of operators, full throughput, high-speed system using our 24H5E. That's a 5-head direct-to-film printer with an extended dryer, our acro shear cutting system, and our AP360 automated heat press. So let's go ahead back here and take a look at a couple of these pieces. Here we are looking at the 24H5. This is our 5-head CMYK and white direct-to-film printer. As you can see, super fast, going right into the preheat table. This makes sure that everything gels and is prepped perfectly, so it's ready to receive powder at just the right consistency. Once it's gelled up, it goes right into the 24H5E extended dryer, fully automated with automatic powder dropping, automatic powder detection, and auto detection on the film coming through, making sure that it stops as soon as film stops entering into your drying system. And then once we reach the end, let's go ahead and take a look at the acro shear. Here we are. This is the acro shear. What's happening is, as the film is feeding through the dryer, it comes through the acro shear. It's automatically reading the design. It is then slicing and slitting. So as this comes out, we end up with just the perfect size transfer to go right into our AP360 at the next step. This is actually operating much slower than it possibly can. This could keep up with 2 of these 24H5E systems. But since it's an auto detection system, it's going to run just at the right speed. And once it recognizes it's at a stopping point, it's going to go ahead and stop and pause and wait for the dryer to catch up or whatever your jobs might be doing. Now let's go ahead and deliver some more transfers over to Matt. And Matt's gonna help us run the AP360. So what we have here is Matt is operating the AP360 in what we would say manual mode. So as you can see, he's laying shirts right on top. He's got a foot pedal on the bottom. When he's ready to move to the next one, he can push the foot pedal. Also, you notice Matt is threading the shirts too. So you could thread the shirt or you can lay it on top. It really just depends on what you're working on, what you're doing, if you need to lay on top or if you need to thread. Now, Matt can go ahead and move it over into automatic mode. Now, automatic mode means that he no longer has to push the foot pedal. He will push it one time, it's gonna start, it's gonna go through the process, he's gonna lay his garment down, he's all set, just in the right amount of time. He's ready to go. Now he'll go ahead and do a threaded one. As you can see, pretty easy to either lay on top or thread. And then Matt, would you switch it back to manual mode? We'll take everyone station by station. All right, so now he's turned it off. We're in manual mode. And now nothing's gonna happen until I give Matt the cue. And so we can take a look at each station and get a good view. First station here naturally is just loading our garment on. We did speak about how you can just directly drop them on top, or you can thread it, depending which application's better for you. And then we'll talk about our next station. This is where it's going to go ahead and pick up the transfer and place it onto the garment. This is adjustable in both the size of the transfer and where it's placing it. So Matt, would you give us a demonstration on placing it? He pushes the foot pedal. Some air brings it over, drops it right down into the predetermined spot, and that step's done. Now we'll go ahead and move over to our heat press. Here we are at the first press station, so this is what is going to apply the transfer. Matt, let's go ahead and carousel around again. Fresh transfer, down, and up. Let's go ahead and move to our next station. Here we are at the peeling station. Very cool, one of my favorite ones to watch. Matt, fire it up so we can see it. Boom, perfectly peeled every single time. I love it. Let's go to our final press. Matt, let's go ahead and do the final press. Okay, and let's wrap it up by taking the shirt off. Thanks for taking some time to learn about ColDesi system, where you can produce literally thousands of transfers like this per day that end up into a throughput of thousands of shirts, just like this, with the ColDesi 24H5E Acro Shear Cutter and the AP 360. If you want to learn more about any of these systems, go to coldesi.com and live chat with one of our pros.